Pete Nakos did a segment on this show yesterday, who is just pretty much all-star, all-everything for us here at On3 as a reporter. He's like, hey, that portal, man, mid-April, it's getting rolling, lock in for it. What should we expect from that second transfer portal window here, more or less, after spring football? I got a couple thoughts on this. I want to make sure we say this now. It will be crazy. It'll be crazy. But with that being said, I think there is maybe a little bit of a hyperbolic nature with the way that some folks talk about the transfer portal and what to expect from the transfer portal windows, because everybody continues to say, hey, expect it now. This top-tier, all-everything player, this, potential Heisman Trophy candidate player is going to jump into the portal. And every single portal window, we hear that, and then every single portal window, it sort of fizzles. Now, let me be clear. I am not at all saying that it won't be crazy. I'm saying the exact opposite. What Pete Nakos told you yesterday, if Pete Nakos said it, it's true, okay? It will be crazy. There will be a lot of volume of players in that portal, okay? I know the window is a little bit smaller. I think it's only 2 weeks, so you're going to have a lot of people. You're also going to have a lot of names. So it will not just be, the guy who was buried on the depth chart as a third stringer. Like, you will have high-profile guys that jump in the portal, and you're also probably going to have some surprises. Now, here's the type of guys that we're going to see in the transfer portal. First type, the guy that just straight up lost the position battle. And that's no shame on that guy. That's not speaking negatively of that guy. It's just, hey, it is what it is. I want to play. I'm probably a high-profile recruit during my respective class. Like, I want to go somewhere where I can go out and ball and accomplish what I want to accomplish at the college football level. Phenomenal. Writing's on the wall. I see it. The guy's either my class, he's younger than me, or I just don't want to wait around. I'm going to go play somewhere else. Thank you so much. No shame in that. Hats off to that guy. The other guy that I think you'll see in the portal is the old-fashioned NIL standoff. Okay, so a player comes to the collective or the booster or whoever and says, listen, I am worth this much. Pay me. Might not be quite as demonstrative as that, but that's more or less the dialogue that'll happen. Powers that be, collective, booster, etc., will say, we don't think you're worth that much. So sorry, we're not going to pay you. Okay, so at that point in time, the old NIL standoff happens, and that guy might either announce he's intending to enter to scare those folks, or he's just going to straight up enter and say, all right, it is what it is. I'm going to go get my money because I know I can get something else somewhere else. Going back to this, though, there is this myth that, like, the top 5% of college football players, Heisman candidate level player, All-American level players, whatever, are going to test the portal. That's a myth now. Testing the portal, I don't believe, is a real thing. The reason for that being the Tier 1A guys, the creme de la creme, they don't need to test the portal, as our good friends over at Factor Meals. Okay, they are delicious, ready-to-eat meals, and they make your New Year's resolution, I believe, just a little bit easier, right? A lot of us want to eat healthier. We want to lose a couple pounds. We want to be a little bit leaner. Whatever it is, whatever your goals are, Factor Meals is helping you get that done, okay? So they got options, and those options got options, okay? 35 different types of options a week, from keto to vegan to calorie smart. Like, however you want to eat, Factor Meals is going to make sure that you're able to eat to your regimen. Flexibility, I believe this is your best ability, man. Get as much or as little as you need to eat with Factor Meals. So you need 6 meals? Great, they got you. You need 18 meals? They got you. You can pause or reschedule deliveries at any time. The best part, man, no prep is required. 100% ready to heat up. Phenomenal, getting the job done with our folks over at Factor Meals. So go to factormeals.com/JD50 and use code JD50 for 50% off. That's code JD50 at factormeals.com/JD50 to get 50% off. Factor Meals, man. We talk about programs on here. Factor Meals, without a doubt, a program operation helping us eat right in 2024. Not they don't need to test the portal in the sense that they have all they need in-house. I'm saying they don't need to test the portal because they've already tested the market. And we all understand this. Like, we don't have to play ourselves for some fools here, man. Back channeling, tampering, all that, it's rampant in this sport. It is what it is. Hopefully we regulate it here at some point in the near future, but it is what it is. Like, if I am a top quarterback at a power conference school and I think I should be making more money, I don't have to jump in the transfer portal for me to hear from collectives, coaches, whoever, to say, hey, we got this much for you. Come play here. That's happening behind closed doors for a long time, even before I put my name in the portal. Like when I put my name in the portal, that's essentially, okay, deal's done. I know where I'm going. I know that I got that bag coming from this school. I'm there. What's happening, though, is guys may be a little bit unhappy, talks to his representation, talks to his high school coach, talks to his QB trainer, and says, hey, I think I'm worth this much. What is X school saying? Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe X school reaches out to that back channel sort of point of contact and says, hey, we got this much for so-and-so. Let us know if he's interested. And all this happens behind closed doors before you even see that on-3 graphic of so-and-so intends to enter the transfer portal or so-and-so is already in the transfer portal. It happens behind closed doors. So you don't ever test the transfer portal if you're a guy that is of that top 5% All-American Tier 1 level. I'm not saying it won't happen, but what I'm saying is, for the most part, if they're in the portal, they're in the portal. They're not there to go in and jump out, unless, of course, they're trying to play chicken with the collective, and in that case, that's a whole other thing. So, again, I'm not saying that it's not going to be crazy. It absolutely will. Lock in with Pete Nakos on Twitter. Lock in with the On3 Transfer Portal page on Twitter. Lock in with On3 on Twitter. I'll have a lot of takes on it, so lock in with me on Twitter as well, at JD Piquel. But the bottom line here is Portal-mageddon, where every single All-American is somehow up for grabs in the portal and trying to get more money by jumping in there. That's not a real thing, I don't believe. But still, going to be crazy. Lock in. That second spring window is going to have, I have to believe it's going to have some madness to it, and it's fitting it's today on March Madness. But when it arrives, better believe we're going to talk about it. Going to talk about it without a shadow of a doubt.
Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.